Hello and welcome to Synder tutorials. In this video, you'll learn how to sync your cost of goods sold with daily summaries from your sales channels into QuickBooks Online with Synder. I'll show it on the example of Shopify, Stripe, and QuickBooks Online, but the flow will be nearly the same for all other sales channels, so stay tuned. We already have all the platforms connected and we need to adjust settings a bit. For that, open Settings, Cost of Goods Sold tab, and enable this cost of goods sold toggle for all sales channels needed. If it was disabled before and you decide to start tracking cost of goods sold in your books with daily summaries, make sure you refresh your summaries list. Also, note that already synced summaries won't change retroactively in your QuickBooks. If you need to see cost of goods sold for them as well, roll them back from the summaries tab if they were synced to your books and refresh your summaries. We need to make one more adjustment, so we'll do it a bit later together. Now let's go to the mapping. At this step, we just tell Synder what parts of transactions should hit certain accounts in QuickBooks, and it can be easily adjusted to your needs. There are different setup options such as basic mapping by sales channels and mapping by product. Feel free to check out our other videos to see how they all work. Today we'll go with mapping by product, where you can basically connect your products to different income accounts in QuickBooks. For that, we enable this group by product feature. Note, if you leave it off, you'll be able to map all products from one platform into only one income account in QuickBooks. So your income from Shopify will all go to Shopify sales, from Stripe into Stripe sales, and so on. Once this feature is enabled, proceed with the mapping. Note, if this feature was disabled before and you decide to enable it now, make sure you refresh your summaries list here. Also note that already synced transactions won't change retroactively in your QuickBooks. If you want to separate amounts from them into different income accounts based on products, roll them back from the Summaries tab if they were synced to your books, and refresh the summaries. Now Synder will give you suggested mapping. Make sure you map the account for cost of goods sold accordingly, and if needed, you can change some other accounts too. If some accounts are missing in QuickBooks, Synder will create them for you automatically. Now, as the mapping is done, let's go to the products and services list and finish the cost of goods sold setup. An important note, if you use Shopify, the cost of products will be taken directly from your Shopify store. So in this step, you can just make sure they all have sales price and cost and adjust it if needed. If you use any other platform, there is a need to set the product's cost in this tab so you can see this amount in the Profit&Loss report in QuickBooks. Other platforms don't provide the cost details, so by default it will be zeroed out, but you can adjust it by opening a product and adding a cost. You can also add new products manually if needed. Another option is to update costs in bulk with the Excel import here. So we click import and get to this page where we can download a template file. Here is how it looks. Just add the product name, SKU, sales price, and cost. And now when we upload this file back into Synder, we're able to select a start date from which these costs will be applied, so that Synder will apply the costs to all summaries with this product in this time range. As this file is uploaded and we have the cost updated on this product, there is a need to refresh the summaries so they could show the updated cost of goods sold. If the summary was already synced, just resync it. It will roll back, refresh, and sync it back to the books. And now, as we have both cost of goods sold and mapping set up in Synder, let's go ahead and sync the summaries to check the results. For that, we go to the Summaries tab, select the summaries, and click Sync. In order to check one particular summary, just click See in Books. And here is how the journal entry looks. All the different amounts show up here with the accounts you selected on the mapping, and parts of transactions, including cost of goods sold, are available here. Let's also open the Profit&Loss report to see how it looks after the sync. As you see, amounts show up under the income accounts, and we also accounted for other details like shipping, discounts, fees, and of course, cost of goods sold. So in order to calculate this amount, Synder used the cost values you set in the Products and Services tab, and according to the items that sync transactions contained, it directed their cost amounts to the cost of goods sold account. Synder also provides you with one-click reconciliation, so all you need to do at the end of the month is just to confirm all the matches we've done for you in the bank feed. And finally, we can finish the configuration by subscribing to any of the suitable plans and automating the sync. Now you know how to account for cost of goods sold with daily summaries in Synder. You can also find plenty of useful guides and video tutorials in our knowledge base, and for any additional help, just apply to us via chat, phone, or email, as we're available almost 24/7. Have a good journey with Synder.